I'm Natalia Rose, and one of the biggest age-old debates needs to be put to rest right now. This is something that comes up almost daily in my practice, and that is the question about vegetarian versus paleo, or carnivore, or vegan, or raw, or keto. Here's what you need to know. If you're not removing the waste matter from your body, it's pointless to think you're going to have success in any one of these areas long term. You may get some temporary success because the body's a little bit surprised by what you're doing, and if you're vegetarian, you're not eating meats anymore, well, that's going to be a benefit. But if you're a vegetarian and you're eating lots of starches, that's going to be a detriment. If you're a vegan, you might still be eating a lot of starchy, nutty, oily foods. So at the end of the day, being vegan is not going to clean you out. Same thing with raw foodists. The only thing that is going to transfigure your body, to bring you to physical excellence, bring you to such incredible states of vitality, is the removal of the accumulated waste matter from your lifetime. That is the golden ticket. And that's what I do, and that's what I've been doing for the last 25 years. At age 25, I got into this work. I'll be 50 in a couple of months. And for the last 25 years, I've been removing the accumulated toxic waste matter from my body and not accumulating more of it. So yes, the dietetic approach is important, and you have to get that right to a certain degree. But whether you incorporate some animal food or not, or whether you're a raw vegan or not, that's not what's going to make or break you. The carnivore diet's not going to save you. The vegetarian diet's not going to save you. The raw food diet's not going to save you. It's removing the waste from your cells and tissues that's going to save you. And it's going to save you because universally, that accumulated toxic waste matter, which is, by the way, about 50% of what you've ever consumed in your lifetime still remaining in your body, the reason it's going to save you to get that out is because that accumulated waste matter is rot. It is death. It's the signature of death. It's decay. So whatever diet you take on, if you leave that decay inside your body, you are going to continue to be in a state of decay. So your body is still going to be breaking down rapidly because you're layering decay upon decay upon decay. And yes, I said rot. And I know it's a tough word, but that's what we're talking about. The biggest lie humanity was possibly ever sold was that we can eat, digest, assimilate, and eliminate that which we're instructed to consume. That is not true. We digest, we assimilate, and we eliminate a bit, but we don't eliminate even close to what people think they're eliminating. If you're lucky, you're eliminating half, if you're lucky. And as you accumulate more, the faculties of your organs start to weaken. Every organ in our body is a filter. So you know what happens with filters if you don't clean them. So the filters of, for example, the liver and the spleen and the pancreas, the colon, the skin, they're all getting filled. They're filled by the time you're like 15 years old. They're getting really, really full. And then, we start to get all these symptoms, get symptoms much younger than that. But the point is that the body is like one big filter, and that filter is full. And when that filter is full, you need to empty that filter. But you want to empty the filter not when it's overfull, not when it can't operate anymore. And that's the state of most people. So it's not about whether you're a vegetarian or a carnivore. It's about whether you're releasing, removing, getting rid of viscerally that toxic accumulation of waste matter from years and decades of your life. That's what's going to change your body. That's what's going to bring you into physical excellence. That's what is going to make the difference between you feeling like you're degenerating and aging and that you're having to chase these signs of aging or not. So I live in a completely free state because I know that my bones, my tissues, my organs, from my bone marrow to my skin on my face, is all subject to the same law. So if I keep the rot out of my body, I'm not going to decay. Now, yes, there's a bombardment of frequencies in the world that will still operate, and there'll be, if I were doing this in the middle of a rainforest, maybe in the Amazon, I would decay even less. So there will be some signs of worldly wear and tear. But the wonderful thing is that we can also raise our own frequency in order to mitigate a lot of that. And as we clear the body and we clean the mind and we open the heart and we are more direct connection with the divine, we get more guidance in that regard. Next time you are concerned that you're on the wrong path with your diet, and what if the carnivores have it right? What if the vegans have it right? What if the vegetarians have it right? What if the ketos have it right? Just stop and think. What it all boils down to is, am I releasing the accumulated toxic waste from years and decades from my body or not? Let that waste leave your body and see how you emerge. See how you blossom. See how you glow. That is the answer. It is the way. And those for whom that's recognized as at least a potential solution, where you will undertake to try it out for yourself and find out for yourself, you will experience it, you will embody it, and you will never look back.